Which beach did you land on?
We went into Arromanches.
Gold Beach?
The Gold Beach, yeah.
Well, you got safely entirely because of me, I imagine.
Most probably, yeah. One or two of your shots falling short.
No.
The name is Wilfred Bryant, known as Bill. I'm 89. It's been 90 in December.
What was it like when you were leaving England? What were you thinking about?
Well, to tell you the truth, we was very apprehensive what the hell we was going into. We was all just youngsters, just 18 years old, you know. What was it going to be like when we got there? Can be a little bit choky, like, you know, when you start to think about it. It's all right, you know. I go across with young recruits and tell them what my little bit, and it's different talking to young Royal Marines than what it is doing it yourself, and especially going to go from sea, because I went through the sea through the night, which we're going to do tonight, obviously. So yeah, a little bit apprehensive. Still have to take it in my stride.
Does this look familiar? Does this feel familiar to you, or does it feel?
This is luxury. We never had no hoods over the top and things like that there. We were just exposed to the elements. We did have a Mae West, but a more simpler thing than this. Oh yeah, I mean, well, this is advancement, you know, from our wartime landing craft, really. And during the landings, we had what they called a hedgerow. All down through the seats there was rockets.
Nick?
And they would fire and make a gap on the beach, knock the barbed wire out. The rockets, yeah. And the Reed, who was the stoker looking after the engines and the coxswain. Just a four-man crew.
Welcome on board HMS Bulwark. Thank you very much. We take this off you, please.
My name's Matthew Ford. I'm one of the landing craftsmen on board.
I'm Bill Bryant, an ex-landing craftman. Nice to meet a fellow coxswain.
Yeah. So, I mean, you've been on the boat today.
Yeah.
How did it compare? The noise and the atmosphere at the time?
It's entirely different.
Really?
Entirely different, yeah.
Yeah.
I was LCMs, and we used to make our own way. I mean, we sailed across through the night on a flat bottom thing. But I mean, we never got hoisted. Like, a lot of the LCAs used to get hoisted.
Flying station, to Blacklock flying station, no gas ever should be ditched. Smoking may only take place in the controlled area at 1 Echo starboard waist. The flight deck, 2 kilo sponsor and mooring bays are out of bounds to all unauthorised personnel. The ship is at 30 minutes notice to fly.
Did you get a lot of that as well back in the day? A lot of pipes being made?
Yeah.
When you were sort of getting ready, was there a lot of sort of, okay, we might be going tonight, and then having to back off again and waiting for the next night?
Yeah.
Was there a lot of that getting ready and then being turned off?
We left actually on the 4th. Got as far as Pompey off the Nab. Nab tower should lay out off of Pompey.
Okay.
All back, cancelled.
Really?
Then we left on the 5th.
What was it like trying to keep focus? Obviously, you knew what part of the beach you were going to land on. How many boats were you sort of lying abreast for you? Or?
No, you just went in, dropped your load, went back out alongside a merchant ship.
What was it like for you coming on board today?
Well, it's quite exciting, really, comparing it, you know, to my day. But we didn't see much of it coming out, as you know. We was down below, so we didn't want us to get wet or nothing like that. But then, next thing we know, we hoisted up on the side of the ship, and well, I have been hoisted before, but then, you know, you had so much noise going on, putting the shackles on and the winches going, but everything's all so silent now, so well, a lot more organised.
Are you glad you've come back today?
Yeah, yes I am actually, yeah. It might be a little bit upsetting tomorrow when I get there, sort of business, but I mean, yes, it's quite an experience, and everyone on the ship at the moment making me very welcome, the captain and everything, and all this.
But the ethos, Royal Marine ethos, is the same.
Absolute, yeah. Yeah, we have a saying, once a Marine, always a Marine.
So how does your job compare with his?
Well, in some circumstances it's worlds apart, in others it's very, very similar. Working from ships and stuff, that's very similar. And obviously being out in the ocean, facing the waves can be quite similar as well. But talking to him there, I mean, the transit he did across on D-Day, across Normandy, I can't imagine doing that and then having to land the troops or vehicles at the same time. Must have been a completely overwhelming circumstance. But the technology has advanced so much now, with the advance in craft and hull design as well, is very different.
Can you imagine what it must have been like for them then?
I really cannot imagine having to go on a beach where you know it's going to be an opposed landing, with all that artillery fire and small arms fire, just seeing blokes strewn across the beach as well. I don't know if I could even start to imagine the gravity of the situation is about to be launched into.
And I can assure you, me and my crew is all dead scared. We never knew. We was only 18 at the time. We never had a clue what was going on. You know, you had the big ship behind you pounding away, and you had Jerry pounding out towards the big ship, and shots off the big ships.
So you're going to get back, Bill?
Right.
Just make sure.
Transport Delta heading to Port Winston now. Over.
Really?
So what are you seeing now then? Where are we coming up to?
We're coming into Arromanches, into Gold Beach. There's a part of the whole harbour out there, still there. So that's going on through the harbour, the American beachhead.
And I still can't believe that the Germans didn't see you all coming.
Well, no, that's incomprehensible.
Well, Rommel, who was supposed to have been the command officer, he was actually in Berlin at his wife's birthday party.
Yeah, but it doesn't take Rommel to pick a pair of binoculars up and have a look.
Exactly. No, quite.
I mean, there were 6,000 ships. 6,000 out
Well,
here.
he thought we was coming across from Calais.
And Admiral, does it look familiar to you, Admiral, looking at the view?
When I look at what?
When you look at the view, does it look familiar?
Yeah, I was further along there, but of course, none of this stuff, the Cassoons were there then. They came in D+2, 3, 4, that sort of time.
How does it feel seeing it today?
Nice, yeah. Really brings back memories up.
Because I was just reading the war diaries, the sort of that we haven't.
How rough was it that day? How rough were the
Oh, no,
seas?
it wasn't rough then. It was a bit. It was a little bit rougher than this.
Yeah, a bit choppier than this, yeah.
With it.
Then shots off the big ships was falling short and things like that there. Then you had like small arms fire and beach obstacles to deal with, mines and God knows what, like, you know. I did come in one time where there was a beach obstacle there. There was a tiller mine hanging on it, and I said to one of my Marines, get the boat hook and push us over that thing sharpish. And I passed a motor torpedo launch, and that struck a mine, bang, just went up. And there was nobody left on that ship, on that boat at all. Everybody was gone.